Oh, hello YouTube. Today in the Naughty Librarian, I'm bringing you another book haul. I don't do as many book hauls as I used to, so I've developed the pile system. I have brought this up in previous videos, but basically I have a pile of books that I get from various sources, and then when the pile gets very large and it threatens my bodily safety, I usually do the book haul. I have a very big stack of books to go over today, and you know what? I'm just gonna tell you right now, I got all of these from library book sales. Like, I cleaned up, I'm telling you. I got a copy of Perfume by Patrick Suskind, and yeah, this is a lot. This book is wild, and I just happened to find a copy of it at a library book sale, and I was like, yes. And this book is so pulpy. Like this particular edition, because like, you know what, I'm just gonna read you the blurb. It's only like 3 sentences, but it's a lot. Once upon a time in 18th century France, there lived a human monster unlike anything mankind has ever known. Enter the world of an evil genius, a murderer so depraved that only the most hideous of crimes could satisfy his lust. A killer who lives to possess the essence of young virgins. A vampire of scent, whose bloody, insane quest takes him beyond the boundaries of love and death. It is so dramatic and I love it. And on top of that, I am a perfume enthusiast. I have a very large collection of perfumes. For anyone who's following me on TikTok, you know I started doing perfume TikToks, and I have like over 100 bottles. I know, I have a problem. So I was like, okay, perfume related horror. Let's go. Also, it's a classic. Should I do this for Drunk Classics? Let me know in the comments. I also got 3 books by Agatha Christie, like a whole bunch of them, mainly just because I was like, I should read more Agatha Christie, and I found some. So I have Passenger to Frankfurt, The Mysterious Mr. Quinn, and The Body in the Library. So these 2 are kind of from the same series of books. This one is a little older, but I love like the pulpy font on the cover of this. This is so fun. It's very, very 70s or early 80s. Let me see if I can find the publication. Yes, this was printed exactly in 1970. It's very that era of books. I love it. This is a Jane Marple murder mystery. I haven't read anything with Miss Marple. I know she's like the other big detective crime solver from Agatha Christie. There's, you know, Hercule Poirot and also Miss Marple. So I got this one. I haven't read anything by Miss Marple. This one is just kind of a cover buy, but also kind of interested in reading it. These 2, however, I am not sure who is solving the mysteries. Who's solving the crimes? I don't know. Maybe Hercule Poirot or someone else. I'm not sure yet, but they're all, you know, murder mysteries, Agatha Christie. They're classics. You don't really need to know exactly what happens in them. Someone gets killed and they gotta figure out who did it. Speaking of murder mysteries, I also got a copy of Dial A For Aunties, and this is by Jessie Q. Suntanto. And I'm very into this one. It's going to just be like a family comedy of errors type of thing. Basically, I'm just gonna read you like this top part here. What happens when you mix one accidental murder with 2,000 wedding guests and then toss in a possible curse on 3 generations of an immigrant Chinese-Indonesian family? Well, you get 4 meddling Asian aunties coming to the rescue. I love this. I want, you know, sassy ladies solving crimes, and this is gonna give that to me. I've heard good things about it, so very excited. Again, library book sale. This book is brand new. Like, it is remarkably new. It's like someone just bought it and didn't read it and gave it to the library, and I bought it for like $1. So very excited for this one. I also got a copy of Senlin Ascends by Josiah Bancroft, and I had heard really good things about this one. This is the start of a series. This is the Books of Babel, and it's blurred by a lot of like really big time fantasy authors, including Django Wexler, who I really, really like. Although Django Wexler literally just said, I loved it. Nothing else in the blurb. I don't think they put a lot of effort into this one. But basically, we're following Senlin. He's a guy who just wants to, you know, read his books and love his wife. And on his honeymoon with said wife, she disappears. So Senlin, he has to enter the Tower of Babel and like make his way through it, of all these, you know, new levels of like drama and things and peril, so he can get his wife back. And there are more books in this series. I think the next book is called Arm of the Sphinx, which I don't own, and I don't know when I'm gonna read this, but I have heard good things, and I just happened to find a copy that's like practically brand new at a library book sale, so I grabbed it. Now this next book was a find, okay? Because I got a first edition copy of the Tommyknockers by Stephen King. First edition from 1987. Oh my word, and it's in like impeccable shape. Library book sale. I was astonished. Just look at Stephen King's author portrait. That is a whole mood. I'm obsessed. But yes, this one, I believe it's Stephen King doing aliens this time. Again, you know, small town, nosy neighbors, there's an alien spaceship buried in the ground and they start digging it up, spooky things happen. That's all I really know about the Tommyknockers. I do know they made like, they made movie versions of it before, but I haven't seen them. But yes, I couldn't pass it up because this is a first edition. I was stunned. Still am. I also picked up a bunch of books by John le Carre, and mainly just because I like Ian Fleming and I wanted more spy stuff. Like, I'm all out of Ian Fleming's, you know, I've read them all. I'm rereading them for my recap series, which I hope you guys are watching. There's links for the video somewhere. But John le Carre also wrote a lot of spy thrillers. His most famous book was Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy, I believe, which they also made a movie out of. But these are just 3 that I found randomly at this library book sale. And I don't know a lot about them, but I have first A Delicate Truth, and I got Our Game, which is just really pretty, and like, oh boy, author image, like this is just a really pretty edition of it out of anything. But yeah, I got this copy. And I also got The Russia House, because I feel like this is probably the most spy-like out of all of them, because, you know, Russia. There's a whole thing there. I don't know if this is necessarily kind of close to a first edition either. It is a first edition, 1989. So sometimes you go to library book sales, you get like good stuff. This is a first edition, The Russian House. Russians and spy stuff. I don't know what they're about, but they're all kind of like spy thrillers. Yet another like find and a half I got at this library book sale. I got Casino by Nicholas Pileggi, and this is the basis for the movie Casino. And just because I was going to film this video today, like, I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm wearing my Tangier shirt, which is the name of the fake casino from Casino. I'm a fan of the movie, if you couldn't tell. So yeah, I'm not really going to get into the plot here. It's been out for a minute. There's a whole movie about it, but it's basically, you know, the movie Casino, but like the book version. So I was very excited. I wore my Tangier shirt just, you know, to be on theme here. But yeah, I'm very excited to get this one. I didn't even check if it's a first edition. Let me see. Oh shit, it is! It's another first edition. Copyright 1995 first edition. Holy potatoes! I didn't even look at first editions when I bought these. I just bought them and I'm like, I'm stunned. I'm getting so many first editions. So last up, I got 2 books by Robert Ludlum, both part of the Bourne Identity series. So I have Bourne Supremacy and Bourne Ultimatum. And if I get Bourne Identity in this hardback, oh, I'm going to grab it so hard. And before I started talking about these, I did look this up. This is a second edition, but this was another first edition. Oh, shit. So, yeah, I really like the Bourne Identity movies. I know the Bourne Identity books allegedly are nothing like the movies, but I got them just in case I ever want to do like a recap series on them. But yeah, I need to get Bourne Identity because I have Supremacy and Ultimatum. But if I get that big hardcover version of Identity, oh boy, I'm just going to be so excited. So I'm on the lookout for it. All right, so that's all the books I got at this library book sale. So many first editions, rare copies. Oh my goodness gracious, I got better stuff than I even imagined I got. Let me know in the comments down below. What's a vintage book you found that just happened to be a first edition and you got very excited for? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like. If you want to see more videos, make sure you subscribe. And if you want cool exclusive content, including early access to videos and a book club, you can consider becoming a channel member or a patron. Links for that are in the description down below. And on that note, I will see you guys soon. Goodbye.